Baylor for a big game against the Red Raiders.
And, John, they need this. I mean, you look at the standings right now, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different teams in the league at 1 and 4. Baylor is one of those. So there's an opportunity again tonight to begin to move up in the standings. And I think also, John, this team, it's rare that this time of the year this team has not had a signature win, win over a top 25 opponent. You'll have plenty of those opportunities in the Big 12, and I think the biggest one, the most immediate one, is here tonight against Texas Tech.
Bears coming off 2 road games last week, the win over Oklahoma State, the loss at Kansas on Friday night most recently. 2 home games this week. I mean, they only look at this one, but TCU comes in on Saturday. And the home court advantage, Coach Drew has preached that from day one, how big home games, home opportunities are.
Yeah, and Johnny also said in his press conference that Baylor has the toughest strength of schedule in the Big 12 race anyway. We're not way deep into the race, but makes a point. You got Houston, you got Iowa State, you got Kansas on the road, now you got Texas Tech back here. And so, that 1 and 4 is not anything to beat your chest about, but it's understandable. I mean, I think people around the league would go, well, that's a really tough way to get out of the gate and start Big 12 play. But again, and I think Coach Drew's really intent on this being a significant opportunity. There's huge upside in this game if they can win one at home. And if they're going to win one against Texas Tech, tonight and in this arena is the best place to do it.
Oh, and wouldn't that be good? Huge for this program. They need a win like this over a really, really good team. They need something to sort of, to really kickstart them and get them going here in Big 12 play.
I think so. They're still I don't know, it's not doubt, but I don't think there's a full belief yet in this team that it can win games like this, and the only way to know you can is to do it. So they're capable. They've got firepower, still working on a lot of things. I think it's taken this team a lot longer to find a chemistry and to find connection than I think most people thought it would, but it's an entirely new roster. To me, John, that is the key. They've got to get connected one to the other. Even folks that really don't even understand the game can, I think, see that lack of or that disconnect on the floor. They're still working on it, and when it hits, I think this team's going to change dramatically.
Yeah, and that was almost to be expected, wasn't it? With a whole new team, nobody had played with anybody, on this team until the summer, and now into this season. It's just taken a little while, and I still think it's coming. But boy, it'd be nice if it came sooner rather than later.
It's something we've talked about since the conference has started. Looking for a breakout game. Really haven't had that. The Oklahoma State game was a game where they shot the ball really, really well. Won that game on the road by double digits. Kind of thought that might have been it. But then you got to follow that up in Lawrence, Kansas, which is a tough, tough place to go play and win. So still looking, I think, for that breakout game against a top 25 opponent. And tonight's the night that could happen.
All right, it's Baylor and Texas Tech. The Red Raiders, Pat, are rolling. This is Grant McCaslin, former Baylor assistant. Always great to see him. And, man, he's got another really good team out in Lubbock.
Yeah, well, he brought back the foundation that he needed. He got J.T. Toppin back, who was the Big 12 player of the year a year ago. He's got Christian Anderson, who's the point guard, who I think, John, this year has become if not the best point guard in the league, he's one of the best. He leads the league in assists. He's number 13 in the league in scoring. Toppin leads the league in rebounding. This is all in conference play. He's number 2 in the league in scoring. But when you've got, I think, the two most important positions on the floor, point guard's number 1, and then that 4 or 5 spot where you've got a guy down there you don't have to run plays for. You bring those two guys back and then surround them with 6'5", all the way to 6'7", 215, 20-pound guys at the wing spots who can each really shoot the basketball. That's the makings of a great team, and that's what they've got.
Yeah, and that's really the key, isn't it? Especially at this point, still relatively early in the season, early in the conference portion of the season at least, is the teams that returned players, that returned, even if it was a small core of players like these two here, they're the ones that are having success right now. Everybody else is trying to catch up.
They are. I mean, they are so strong out of the gate. This team has beaten Duke. They've won BYU on Sunday. And so you're just ahead of the game in terms of, again, what I believe are the two most important positions on the floor. You've got the reigning player of the year at one of them, and then you've got Christian Anderson, who has become a great point guard in this league in the span of a year.
All right, Tech is 14-4 on the season. They're 4-1 in Big 12 play, coming off a big win themselves. They beat BYU out in Lubbock on Saturday, 84-71. That score from Saturday. Well, tonight also is a night when we pause to recognize and remember the Immortal 10 on the Baylor campus. Special recognition will be given all evening long. We'll talk about that when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy in your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back with more on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Okay. TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Texas Tech warming up on the floor. Bears warm-up tops tonight, Pat, have the Immortal 10 on them. This is something that Baylor does really well every year, remembering that tragedy that took place 99 years ago as we recognize it this year.
Yeah, it's really interesting as you read about that, John, and it's something you and I have been a part of for as long as we've been around. And I just love how every year we make that recognition. We honor those guys. And it's interesting as you read about it again in the Baylor marketing material. It's not that these guys were heroes. It's that they were members of the Baylor family, and they will never be forgotten.
Yeah, very well said. And it was a bus train accident. Baylor was headed to Austin to play a basketball game against the University of Texas. The date of this tragedy was January 22nd, 1927. We will remember now the Immortal 10, forever remembered here at Baylor.
On January 22nd, 1927, Coach Ralph Wolf was taking his first Baylor basketball team to play a game in Austin against the University of Texas. It was a crucial game in the Bears' race for the 1927 Southwest Conference Championship. From the outset, the trip was not a pleasant one, as rain had poured over Central Texas for the majority of the day and continued as the team departed for Austin. The inclement weather hampered the vision of the chartered bus driver as debris from the road sprayed the windshield of the bus. In Round Rock, just miles from the team's arrival in Austin, one of America's first athletic tragedies occurred. A speeding train from the I&GA Railroad Company rammed into the side of the bus at a railroad crossing near the center of the city. 10 of the 21 players, coaches, and fans of the Baylor party that traveled on the bus were killed. History tells us of one hero of the accident, James Clyde Abe Kelly. Kelly, who was captain-elect of the 1927 Baylor football team, saw the train just before impact and pushed his roommate, Weir Washman, out of the bus's window. Kelly is credited with saving the life of his best friend at the greatest expense to himself. Kelly was one of the 10 who died in the collision. Others were William Winchester, W.E. Murray, Merle Dudley, Sam Dillow, Jack Castellall, L.R. Ivy Foster, Bob Haley, R.L. Hanna, and James Walker. Collectively, forever remembered as the Immortal 10.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Yeah.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas.
Thanks.
Which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vention cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back inside Foster Pavilion. Time for our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. And nice to be home. 2 road games last week. Home tonight against Texas Tech. And you've mentioned it several times. The students are back. Isn't that a plus?
Well, so far this year we haven't lost with them in the building. Hopefully we can keep that going. It's a beautiful day. And in Big 12 play, every game is a great game, great opportunity. But at the same time, to be successful, you really got to protect home court. And the Foster's been good to us since it's opened, and hopefully we can keep that going.
Very good. How about for you guys against Texas Tech? It's Grant McCaslin on the opposite sideline. You've played against him several times now. You've played against Coach Tang several times. Does that get any easier for you?
No, it's something where you want them to be successful. You just don't want to be successful against you. So at the end of the day, ball get tipped, and it's no matter who's over there, you're locked in, you're playing, you're competing. I do think there is some advantage to assistants because they do know what you're going to do. And at the same time, probably over time, you get a better feel for what they do and what they're going to do. And it's a player's game. At the end of the day, players are going to make plays, but tendencies of who they're going to put where can be helpful.
Yeah. How about this Tech team they bring in tonight? J.T. Toppin, defending Player of the Year in the Big 12. Christian Anderson's really good. It's a good team.
Well, and again, I think the common trend is you look at the top teams in the Big 12 right now, the best players, their top top 2 or 3 core are back, and it's huge because they're really good players. But it's even a multiplier, the fact that they have experience with the coach, with the staff, and both know what each wants and what's expected and what each can do. So that's a huge, and that's one of the positives about NIL. Somebody like JT Toppin wins Player of the Year. He's normally in the draft. He's not, because he can come back to college and not miss out on any monetary losses that you would have lost before NIL.
Yeah. How about for you guys, the loss at Kansas? 2 guys did the majority of the scoring. It's been more balanced, like you're averaging 5 guys double figures. What was it in that game that led to Cam and Tunde doing the majority of the scoring?
Well, I think first Kansas did a great job in competing and making things hard for us. We didn't get enough stops. We didn't get in transition enough. When we got in transition, we weren't effective enough. So if you're playing half-court basketball in the Big 12, it's hard to win. And when you're in the half-court, hopefully you can get somebody that puts 2 on the ball, and they can make a right read from there, and everybody gets shots from that. If you don't have someone like that one-on-one, hopefully they can score, which makes them put 2 on the ball. Until you get to that, everybody's just got to be wise on shot selection and opportunities, and you got to go deeper in the clock to get good shots. And with us, our offensive rebounding has been really key to our success over the years, and we got to continue on nights where we're not shooting it as well. We have to get the right shot, but then we have to get the offensive rebound, because the right shot means you'll make it half the time. So what are you doing the other half?
All right, let's get it. Coach, would be big. Thanks for the visit. We'll talk to you after the game.
Yeah, great to have the students back. Great to have the Foster rocking. We are going to do our best to give you a lot to cheer about tonight.
All right, Baylor and Texas Tech coming up from here inside Foster Pavilion. Take a break. Pat's keys to the game when we come back. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears!
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Down to tip off. Conecuh sausage made from the finest cuts of pork. Their patented blend of seasonings and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. the aforementioned keys to the game from Pat Nunley. Pat, how are the Bears going to get a signature win over the 12th-ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders tonight?
Well, John, they got a defensive rebound. I mean, in this league, it is hard to win games if you're not getting stops. And to get stops, you got to get defensive rebounds. Tech, number 1 in the league in defensive rebounding percentage in conference games. Baylor is number 16 in the league in defensive rebound percentage. Bears just going to have to rebound on that side of the floor, on the defensive side, much better than they have in their first 5 games of conference play. I think also, and Coach Drew spoke to this too, right now Baylor in conference play is 50-2. What that means is 50% of their points are coming from 2 guys, and that's not all bad. I mean, you've got 2 guys that can really score it. They need the ball, but at the same time, you get pretty easy to guard if nobody else is there to support. And so I think that's the case. After those 2 in conference play, nobody's scoring over 8.5 points a game. Just got to have some support for those 2 guys tonight. And I think finally, John, Bears, and it goes back to the 50-2. You got to share it. You got to move it. You got to cut. The Bears need more assisted buckets. That's how you're going to get other guys involved in the game. In fact, coming into this game tonight, in conference play, Baylor has more turnovers than assists. And if you look at it, not an excessive number of turnovers. What that means is they're not getting many assists. And when you're not getting assisted buckets, you're not getting high percentage shots, and you're only getting, as has been the case in 5 games thus far, 2 guys involved. It's going to take a lot more than 2.
All right, very good. Let's make it happen. How would that be?
I'd say tonight's the night.
I would say so, as Coach Drew makes an appearance onto the floor, throwing T-shirts to the students who are behind us. Grant McCaslin makes his way down from his bench area all the way down the Baylor bench area. A lot of folks know Grant really well. We do as well. And, man, we want to see him, like Coach Drew said, we want to see him be successful, just not tonight.
Not tonight. in fact, Grant McCaslin, affectionately known to us as
Rat.
the Rat.
Right.
And that is a term of endearment.
Very much.
He, because of his stature, the only way he was ever going to play was work harder than anybody, spend more time in the gym, thus the name Jim Rat, shortened to Rat. So, and what a job he's done at Texas Tech.
And we always think, is that appropriate to call a Big 12 head coach Rat like we do?
I'll see him and I'll go, Rat.
Yeah.
And then I'll go, oh, sorry, Coach.
Exactly. Coach Rat.
Yeah.
Well, Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Take our final pregame break on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to tip off. When we come back, our starting lineups, then we'll tip it up. Bears and Red Raiders coming up from Waco on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Pavilion. We'll give you our starting lineups right after we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Alongside Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. Bob Baker, our engineer, courtside in Foster Pavilion, with Paul Foster in attendance tonight. Thanks to Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator this evening. Let's give you our starting lineups, brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the visitors from Lubbock, their point guard's a good one. Christian Anderson, 6'3", 178-pound sophomore, originally from Atlanta, played at Oak Hill. He's averaging 19.8 points per game, 7.4 assists per game in league play, 8.4 assists per game, number 1 assist man in the Big 12 Conference, Christian Anderson. Two guard is Lawand Watts, 6'6", junior from Fresno, a transfer from Washington State. Jalen Petty, a guard, 6'1", true freshman from Seattle, Washington. Donovan Atwell, a newcomer to the program, 6'5", senior from Huntersville, North Carolina, a transfer from UNC Greensboro. And J.T. Toppin at the 5, 6'9", 230-pound junior from Dallas, a transfer from New Mexico. He is the second leading scorer in the Big 12 in league games only, 23 points a game. Leading rebounder in the Big 12, 12.8 points per game. He is fourth in the league in block shots. He has 12 double-doubles on the season, including his last 7 games straight. He's had a double-double. He is the reigning Big 12 Player of the Year and the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. That is J.T. Toppin. 5 starters for Coach Grant McCaslin, his 3rd year at Tech, 12th as Division I head coach, former Baylor assistant from 2011 to 2016. 5 starters for the Bears tonight. Obi Agbum to start at the point, 6'3", 5th-year player from Aurora, Colorado, transfer from Wyoming. He is second in the Big 12 in assist-to-turnover ratio, 3.9 to 1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Two guard for the Bears is Tunde Yesufu, 6'5", freshman from Cotonou, Benin, averaging 18 points per game. And now Baylor's leading rebounder in conference games only, 6.2 rebounds per game. 3 for the Bears is Michael Rataj, 6'7", senior from Augsburg, Germany, transfer from Oregon State. Just under 10 points a game, 5 rebounds per game, his averages. Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer on the year, 6'5", sophomore from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, transfer to Baylor from Tennessee. Overall, 20.5 points per game, 5th best in the Big 12, 18.6 points per game in conference games only. And Caden Powell to start in the post, 6'9", senior, coming back home to Waco, a Midway graduate, transfer from Rice, 6.5 points, 5 rebounds per game, his averages. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd year here at Baylor, 24th as a Division I head coach. He's Baylor's all-time winningest coach and the coach of the 2021 national champions. Our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
John, obviously a focal point for the Bears in this game is J.T. Toppin. You mentioned the reigning Big 12 Player of the Year, averaging a double-double. The one thing he does not do well is shoot free throws. He's made 7 of 10 in conference, but on the season, he's gotten there a lot. In fact, he's gotten there more than any other Tech player, and he's shooting just 48% from the free throw line. Now, the problem with that is Bears don't have a lot of fouls to give. They are at an 8-man rotation, but they've got to watch fouls. But when Toppin gets the ball in scoring range, one pretty significant option is to foul him and make sure he's getting a lower percentage shot than he's otherwise going to get.
Yeah, what is he, 49% from the free throw line?
Right.
Make him earn it.
And, you look at his numbers, that is the only negative.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, Baylor honoring the Immortal 10. They've got the names of the 10 former players who died in that tragic train bus crash on the back of their jerseys. So you look out there and you see Castellaw and Foster, not the normal names. It is the regular numbers for the Baylor players out there. Tech controls the tip. We are underway here in Foster Pavilion. Baylor and Texas Tech. Work it down low to Toppin, back outside. 3-ball, left wing. That one is good by Donovan Atwell. First points of the night.
And that's why they're so dangerous. I mean, they took away Toppin in the low post. They had 3 guys around him. But if Toppin can see the perimeter, and he did, fired it weak side of the floor, and it was catch and shoot for Atwell. All those big wings for Tech can really stroke it.
Tech leads the league in made threes per game. They average 11 made threes per game. That is 12th best in the nation. Bears ball, wearing the gold uniforms, the script Baylor on the front. Ratai in the middle of the paint, shoots over Toppin, shot won't fall. Atwell the rebound for Tech. Gives the ball to Christian Anderson up the floor in a hurry, working against Agbum. Drives to the right baseline, cut off, kicks it back outside to Lawan Watts. Watts, the Washington State transfer. Give to Anderson now on the right wing. He'll lob it for Toppin, 15 feet out. He becomes a passer. Oh! He kicks it out. There's a 3 by Jalen Patty, that is swatted into the second row by Cameron Carr.
Well, you can tell what Baylor is doing on Toppin when he catches the low post. They are doubling down from the perimeter. He is not a bad passer, but in terms of his weaknesses, that's one of them. He has more turnovers than assists on the year.
Tech inbounds. Atwell 3, right side is good. Donovan Atwell, a couple of threes for Tech to start the game, and Tech leads it 6-0.
Again, they're so dangerous. That guy is right at 40% in conference play, and he's hit 2 tonight.
They're still looking for their first points here. Game just getting started. Crowd settling in. Great to have the students back. Class underway on the Baylor campus beginning today. Here's Yesufu, top of the key. Looks for Powell. He'll drive it in. Little fadeaway 12-footer is good. Left side of the rim.
He's going to have to do that. We talked about the 50-by-2. He's one of the 2, but still, you got to go to the guys that can score the basketball for you. Not many guys can get their own. Just a bucket getter like Yesufu.
6-2 is the score. At the free throw line is Lawan Watts. He kicks it back outside. Atwell feeling it. Launches another 3. This one's off the mark. Rebound Carr. The run out. The entire way. Layup good by Cam Carr.
Unbelievable play. That's the kind of play that you just can't believe he even got the shot off, but he does it routinely. Didn't get the call, but in traffic finished in Cameron Carr style.
One way or another, he was going to get the shot or the foul. Tech, Atwell again, a third made 3 in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. Tech leads it 9-4.
They've taken 4 shots. Atwell's taken 3 of those.
There's ball. Carr gives the ball to Caden Powell. Obi Agbum shoots a 3 from outside, and he is fouled. I think he's going to get 3 free throws.
Yeah, he is. That was I think the Tech defender, I'm not sure who that was, maybe it was Anderson, was a little bit slow to him, getting to him, and overreacted. And Agbum did a nice job getting that foul. And John, talk about the little things in a game. Not a little thing, but specialty kind of point. Got to get to the free throw line. Got to make them. Got to get there. Got to score there. First one by Agbum is good.
Is it as disconcerting to you as it is to me when you look out there and you know that's no Obi Agbum, but he's got Foster on the back of his jersey?
Not as much trouble for us than it is visiting radio or TV.
Hey, yeah, exactly. I warned those guys ahead of time because we rely on the names on the back of the jerseys a lot. And even for us, we know those guys really well, but it just looks strange. Agbum's hit the first 2 free throws. And third one rims off, no good. Rebounded by Jalen Petty. 2 of 3 by Agbum at the free throw line. He's a 90.5% free throw shooter on the year. It's 9-6. Bears trail by 3. Tech ball. That foul, incidentally, was on Anderson, his first. Anderson gives to Atwell. Atwell is unconscious. He's hit another 3. That's 4 threes in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, in 5 attempts. And I said it earlier, John, that's why Tech is so dangerous. They've got guys that can really score, but they have those wings who can catch and shoot, and they are big and strong, hard to guard.
Man, oh man, Atwell, 4 of 5 from three-point range. Tech leads it 12-6. Here's Carr launching a 3, a long one himself, no good. Offensive rebound by Caden Powell, trying to get the ball away, lost his balance and traveled with it.
He just got up so high, he thought he had a pass, and it wasn't there. It was closed off. The pass was going to be to Ratai, and he was on one leg, and when you're on one leg in the lane in the Big 12, you're going to get knocked around. Didn't have his balance under him, didn't have his feet under him, and he was called for traveling in the process.
Here's Isaac Williams on for the first time tonight. Williams comes on as Tunde Yesufu takes a seat on the Baylor bench. Tech ball Toppin way outside. Looks to drive on Williams. Passes cross court. Ball to Petty. Petty to Atwell, of course. Atwell's 3. This one off the mark and out of bounds. He is human. He misses a 3-pointer.
Yeah, 4 of 6 now. But I like the defense on Toppin. I mean, he is so dangerous. When he's catching the ball in the low post, he is being smothered. You got a guy doubling down from the perimeter, and then you've got weak side help coming over. They are going to make him pass it out of there, not showing himself to be an elite passer.
So Bears ball trailing by 6, 12-6. Here's Dan Skillings Jr. at the scorer's table to check in. Carr has it right wing around the screen of Powell. Passes left corner to Ratai. Drives into the paint. Stops. Shot. No good. Toppin rebounds. Toppin, the leading rebounder in the Big 12 Conference. In league play, 12.8 boards per game. Passes along the baseline. Petty, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Cameron Carr. Carr, the pass up the floor to Powell. He lays it in for 2.
Yeah, great pass by Cameron Carr. Tech a little bit flat-footed getting back. They were kind of jogging back, and Powell outran the defense. Just a pass from Carr about 50 feet over the floor, up the floor, over Powell's right shoulder.
12-8, Tech leads by 4, nearing the 15-minute mark first half. Drive into the paint, runner is good by Lawan Watts. Very close to a travel there, but he becomes the first man for Tech other than Donovan Atwell to score, and it's 14-8 Red Raiders.
He's another one of those big old guys out on the wing. Big, strong guy that knows how to, he's got a good mid-range game, and he can make threes.
Ball tipped, goes into the backcourt, but was tipped there by Christian Anderson, so no over and back violation. Obi Agbum picks up his dribble, top of the key, gives to Isaac Williams. Shot clock at 4. He's trying to drive, he's got to put it up. Shot is in and out, no good. Ratai the rebound and the putback.
And he's fouled. It's going to give Baylor an opportunity for a 3-point play on the great work on the glass by Ratai. He's had a couple of point-blank range shots that wouldn't go. They were highly contested, but that one just sheer hustle. Saw the miss was coming to the left side of the rim. He was there when it landed.
So a free throw for Michael Ratai when we come back. The foul is on Lawan Watts, his first, team second. Timeout on the floor, 14:25 to play. First half, Tech 14, Baylor 10 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vengeance cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
First half, Texas Tech leads Baylor 14-10. Our Courtside cam is up and running here courtside in Foster Pavilion, brought to you by NextLink. NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Tune it in and look right into our broadcast location here courtside in Foster Pavilion. Go to Baylor Athletics on YouTube and find our Courtside cam video.
Well, storyline in the game thus far, John. Tech up by 4, 14-10, 14:25 to go in the first half has been the shooting of Atwell. I mean, Donovan Atwell is 4 of 6. He's got 12 of Tech's 14. But right now the game plan has been kind of that. I mean, if you're going to pick your poison, that's what you're going to do. You got the reigning player of the year in the Big 12 in the low post, JT Toppin. He has taken one shot in the game. And the idea is really make it hard for him to have any space to work when he catches it in the low post. Make him pass it out of there. Thus far, he's found Atwell, and Atwell's responded. You got to think, though, from a Baylor perspective, they're not going to shoot like this all night. If they do, it's a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Here is Michael Ratai shooting a free throw out of the timeout. It rolls off no good. So Ratai can't complete the three-point play. It remains 14-10. Texas Tech leading Baylor. Bears back down defensively for Texas Tech. They keep firing the threes. This one's Christian Anderson, his first made three tonight.
Well, they average over 12 made threes a game, and they're at 5 right now.
Wow.
With 13:55 to go in the half.
And it's 17-10 Red Raiders. Isaac Williams drives, gives to Ratai on the right side. Ratai in the paint, muscles it up, shot no good. Caden Powell knocked off the rebound, bodies on the floor. Lawan Watts comes out of there with a loose basketball. Gives to Anderson behind the screen of Watts, and a second made three. Back-to-back threes by Christian Anderson.
Yeah, that's why, it can backfire, and I think the Bears are going to stay with the defense on top and just hopefully let Tech shoot themselves out of it. Right now, it is a shooting clinic.
Wow. 20-10, Texas Tech leads Baylor, 13-17 on the clock, first half. Isaac Williams looks for Carr, instead passes to Caden Powell. Powell outside the arc on the right side, hands it back to Cameron Carr. He starts to drive, and he is fouled. There's that uncanny ability by by Cameron Carr to draw contact.
Yeah, I mean, nobody draws fouls better than Cameron Carr, and that was from a ways away. That gives you an idea just how much of a threat he is to score wherever he catches it, whenever he catches it. He was about 30 feet from the basket and had a defender right up in his uniform with him. And when that's the case, he is going to turn the corner and at least draw a foul, which is what he did.
Michael Ratai, Caden Powell to the bench, James Najee and Dan Skillings Jr. on the bench for the Bears. Inbounds to Carr, free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound Red Raiders, they push the tempo. They're going to pull up in three-point range. The three, this one is no good by Jalen Petty. Ball goes out of bounds and over to the Bears, although Petty is signaling to the bench that he wants a replay of that one.
Yeah, they will replay it.
Yep.
But, John, in the early going of this one, we said the Bears had to defensive rebound the basketball, and they've held their own. Now, there hadn't been that many defensive rebounds to get, because Texas Tech at this point is shooting 58% from the floor. They've made 6 of 10 threes.
Wow. So timeout comes with 12:48 to play, first half, for a replay review. It's either going to be Baylor's ball in that far corner, their half of the floor, or Tech's half of the floor, or it's going to be Texas Tech maintaining possession from there. Pat, Coach Drew mentioned this in the pregame. He's talked about it all week, that it's great to have the students back.
Yeah.
Because, man, and we agree with that. They provide the energy here at McLean Stadium, at Baylor Ballpark, anywhere. It is really nice to have the students back.
You know, and to me, John, it was genius when Foster Pavilion was structured and figured out where people were going to sit. You got the students right behind us. You got them in either end zone, and they really affect the game. When we go on the road in the Big 12, the students in every opposing gym play a role. They just do.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's nice to have our students involved in the game in a significant way. That has been the case.
Yeah, they certainly do in Allen Fieldhouse, where we just were on Friday. So great. Welcome back to the Baylor students. It was funny, prior to the game, they were entertaining themselves. They had a DJ Lagway chant going. DJ and some of his, a couple of his new teammates are across the court from us, about halfway up. And welcome to Baylor, DJ Lagway. Officials took a look, going to take another look, and then we'll find out. I don't think we told you, our officials, Brooks Wells, Brett Smith, Darren George, our officiating crew tonight. Well, taking a long look at this.
They are. Yeah, I mean, I saw it on the replay, and I may be looking at it with
After
a Baylor
review,
lens. Yeah, I thought it was.
The challenge by Texas Tech is successful. Texas Tech ball on the sideline. The shot clock replaced at 20 seconds.
Well, I guess, John, that's why it took them so long to make that call.
Yeah.
When we watched it on the replay, it looked like a Tech player got a piece of it when it rolled out of bounds, but they had a better view than we did. So Tech will get it back. 20-10 they lead. Again, Bears just trying to find a way to cool down their shooters, and they'll have 20 on the shot clock.
That was Brooks Wells, one of our officials, the voice you heard there, relaying the result of that review. Tech ball. They've got it far side of the floor. Tech in the black uniform shoots to the basket to our right. And James Najee playing defense way out away from the bucket. Ties up Christian Anderson. On the alternate possession, it's Baylor's ball.
Yeah, I don't think Anderson is used to being guarded that far from the basket by a 7-footer who can really move. And it's not like he picked his pocket, but there was enough pressure by Najee. Again, an impressive athletic play by the 7-footer to get the ball back.
So Baylor's ball after all that. Isaac Williams, left wing, outside the arc, drives on Anderson, passes on the baseline. Tunde Yesufu back on the floor. Tunde outside the arc on the right side, drives into the paint. Runner, no. Dan Skillings takes it out of the air, puts it up, and he is fouled. Dan Skillings Jr. will go to the free throw line. The foul is on Lawan Watts of Texas Tech, his second.
Yeah, and that's what Skillings out there to do. Baylor's not going to run a lot of offense through Skillings, but against Kansas, he did not score, but he had 9 rebounds in the game. So if you got to compete on the glass, and you do in this league, Skillings is a really good guy to have on the floor.
Going with the Baylor issue pink Nike shoes this evening.
Okay.
He and Cameron Carr. He's got the lighter pink.
Well, I'm so old school.
The term is uniform, right?
That's what it means to me. And I don't know if the pink tennis shoes had anything to do with him missing the first free throw, but he did. And right now, John, and that's a problem. Baylor 2 of 5 at the free throw line. In a game like this, we've said it against Iowa State, Houston, Kansas, doesn't matter who it is. You cannot leave points at the free throw line.
And he missed the second one. Skillings, 73% on the year, misses 2 free throws. It remains 20-10. Texas Tech on top. We reach the 12-minute mark here in this Big 12 game. The Big 12 Conference. It's a different league. Seeing 2 of the better teams in the league match up tonight, Baylor and Texas Tech. Anderson lobs for Toppin. Skillings behind him. There's Najee over to help. He kicks it outside, and a 3 is knocked down by Christian Anderson.
That's just a little 2-man game on this side of the floor. Anderson and Toppin, you can tell they've played together. And when they doubled down from the perimeter on Toppin, kicked it right back to Anderson, and he was fairly closely guarded, but you cannot give him that much room.
Man, but when you get the double on Toppin, that's going to leave somebody open. And Toppin was really good in finding Anderson for his third made 3. for the Bears. Skillings misses, close range, Toppin the rebound, brings it himself, runs over Skillings. Oh, and they call a blocking foul.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, and John, at the other end of the floor, we talk about leaving points on the floor. The Bears have had a number of really good-looking shots, whether off offensive rebounds or penetrations into the lane, and they just cannot finish those plays. And right now they are 4 of 12 against a team that has found the range and leads by 15 after they've put on a shooting display.
It's an 11-0 run by the Red Raiders. They lead by 15, as Pat said, with 11:16 to play in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Our score, Texas Tech 25, Baylor 10 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Your turn.
Before halftime, Baylor basketball brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Bear Athletics.
Well, the Bears are just still waiting for Texas Tech to cool down. They've got so many weapons on the perimeter. This is a complete team. You got the reigning Big 12 Player of the Year in the low post, averaging 23 a game in conference play, and he has taken just 2 shots in the ball game. But Anderson and Atwell out on the perimeter have combined to make 7 of 9 threes, and that's the reason for the 15-point differential. Bears at the other end have missed some free throws, are just 2 of 6 there, and are really struggling to finish offensive plays on that side of the floor.
Pat, here's JT Toppin at the line for Texas Tech, looking for his first points tonight. Remember, Dan Skillings Jr. was whistled for a blocking foul prior to the timeout. That was the first foul on the Bears here in the first half. Talked about Toppin's struggles at the line, and he misses the first one, won't get the bonus. So Toppin still scoreless here in the first half, but Tech still leads big, 25-10. Carr has it baseline left, wheels around in the paint, tries to drop it off for Caden Powell, off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, when Carr's taking the ball to the rim with that sort of speed and that determination, Powell's thinking he's shooting it. I mean, he rarely is going to give it up. And Powell was looking for rebounding position and was not looking for a pass from Carr. It rolled out of bounds.
So turnover Bears. Tech has the ball back. Here's Toppin, drives into the paint. Runner, no good. Yesufu, the rebound for the Bears. Tunde Yesufu up the left side of the floor. Bears in the gold uniforms. Sailor Bear on either side of their pant legs. Obi Agbum pulls up, top of the key. That's a 2, but Obi Agbum, his first points tonight.
And John, he's going to need to score. We've seen him, or seen his ability to score and score big. I think tonight's the night that he's got to be more offensive minded because the Bears can't afford to get 50% of their points from two guys and win this game.
His first field goal, he did have 2 free throws, so 4 points in the half by Obi Agba makes it 25-12. Tech underneath. J.T. Toppin, head fake, gets 2 defenders off their feet, hits the short-range shot with a foul.
Yeah, Skillings went for a steal on the pass down low to Toppin, didn't get it, took himself out of the play, and then the weak side help was late getting to Toppin, and probably would have been better served just to let him lay it in, go to the other end. He'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Skillings, his second personal foul. He'll go to the bench, and Michael Ratai comes back on. First points tonight for J.T. Toppin. Again, averages in conference games 23 points, 12.8 rebounds per game.
Yeah, I mean, he's first in the league in rebounding, second in the league in scoring, and he gets the 3-point play to go here.
Does make the free throw. He's had 7 straight double-doubles on the year, 12 total double-doubles. Free throw makes it 28-12. Tech on top, their biggest lead tonight at 16 points. Obi Agbam around the screen, a Powell on the perimeter. Drives across the paint, gives to Ratai, back to Agbam. Caden Powell underneath, off his hands on the pass. Baylor saves the possession. Yesufu, baseline jumper is no good. Ball goes out of bounds and over to Tech.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Caden Powell's defender had fallen to the ground, and nobody saw that until it was too late. Powell caught it and just mishandled it. Bears lucky to get a shot off before the shot clock expired.
All right, Tunde Yesufu is trying to get the coaches to challenge that ball, but they don't have time to do it. Tech comes up, 3 straight away, no good by Anderson. Rebound, Michael Ratai. Pushes the tempo up the floor to Powell. Powell is fouled as he goes up for the shot.
That's the second time Powell has just outrun the Texas Tech defense in transition. And another good find, that one by Ratai. Up the floor, Powell caught it and drew the foul in the process of finishing the play.
Pretty good job of running the floor there by the big 6'9" Caden Powell. He'll go to the free throw line. He's got 2 coming. 61.5% free throw shooter on the year is Powell, the Rice transfer. Here's a first free throw is up, no good by Caden Powell.
And that's 2 of 7. We talked about it against Iowa State, against Houston, against Kansas. You just do not have the room for error to leave this kind of point production at the free throw line. See if Powell can get one here. Just trying to survive the half, down 16 with 9.5 to play.
Second one is good. His third point of the half makes it 28-13. Bears trail by 15 to the Red Raiders. 9 minutes, 19 seconds to go before halftime. Christian Anderson dribbles on the perimeter. Comes right, now back center of the floor. Powell is way outside guarding him. Drives down the paint, running, scoop shot, no good, loose ball. Anderson comes away with it, tries to pass it out. It's stolen away by Obi Agbam. Agbam up the floor for the Bears. Tries the alley-oop to Cameron Carr, and he flushes it.
What a great play by Agbam. He made eye contact with Carr. Agbam was on our side of the floor. Carr was on the other side, but just that eye contact was enough. They connected. Agbam threw that ball about 30 feet towards the rim, and Carr did the rest.
Timeout, Grant McCaslin. Texas Tech wants a timeout right here with 8:48 to play in the first half. A bit of a run, a mini run by the Bears to close within 13. That was a well-run fast break that ended with the alley-oop flush.
And you can tell part of Baylor's offensive plan and strategy in this game is to get the ball in transition and go. Now, to do that, you got to get defensive rebounds or you got to force turnovers. Agbam got the steal, and they were off to the races. That is the third fast break bucket that the Bears have gotten in the first half just by getting it going with it.
So 28-15, Tech leads over Baylor. Tech leads the all-time series with the Bears 85-65. But in games in Waco, Baylor leads 40 wins to 30 losses. And the Bears have actually won 8 of the last 10 meetings with Tech in Waco.
Yeah, that says a lot about home court advantage.
It really does.
And those are really good Tech teams.
Yeah.
Really good Tech teams.
Very good.
And really good Baylor teams.
Yeah, Tech has won 3 straight overall. That'd be 2 games in Lubbock and a game in the Big 12 tournament last year that bounced the Bears from the Big 12 in the quarterfinals.
Well, and again, John, down by 13 with, at this point, 8:48 to play in the half. I think you just hope that Tech has cooled down a little bit, and I know that Baylor defensively has made some adjustments. They've held JT Toppin in check, and what you do is just try to keep that lead within striking distance by halftime. Playing at home, your chances of doing that are pretty good.
All right, short timeout by Grant McCaslin has expired. Bears go back on the floor with Caden Powell, Tunde Yesufu, Cameron Carr, Michael Ratai, and Obi Agbum. It's the starting five for the Bears back out there. Tech's basketball, Nolan Groves is on for the first time for Tech. 6'5", 205-pound true freshman from Long Lake, Minnesota. So Groves on the floor for the first time this evening. Also Tyree Bryan is out there, 6'5" senior, transfer from Santa Clara. Toppin in a double team. Pass it back out. Now the left corner to Christian Anderson. His fourth made three in the first half.
And that's the downside of guarding Toppin the way Baylor is guarding him. You give him enough room to find the perimeter, he'll find it. If you go double down on him, you got to make sure he can't pass out of there and see it clearly.
Whistle's going to stop play as the Bears got the ball down low to Caden Powell again. This will be a foul on JT Toppin, his first tonight. And I think Caden Powell will go to the free throw line. He will, for two.
And John, Baylor's about to shoot free throws number 9 and 10 in the first half. Compare that to just 2 for Texas Tech. You
got to make them.
You just got to make them. I don't know how else to put it. You just got to go in.
Baylor right now 3 of 8 shooting free throws. It's not Caden Powell, it's Cameron Carr shooting free throws. And the first one by Carr is good. 76% on the year. Coming off a big 24-point game in the loss to Kansas on Friday. Bears dropped that one by 18, 80-62 to the Jayhawks to drop to 1-4 in Big 12 play. Second one's good. 2 free throws by Cameron Carr. Well, here's another couple off the bench for the Red Raiders. One of their big guys has been not used much at all. Mario Akuntak, 6'11", freshman from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is on the floor. A bit of a project, but getting some first half minutes tonight for the Red Raiders, who lead it 31-17 after the 2 Cam Carr free throws. Tech ball, Christian Anderson on the perimeter, gives to Petty. Petty steps back into three-point range, now charges forward, passes back to Anderson. 10 to shoot, Anderson to the right baseline, back outside to Petty. Petty jump pass to Anderson. Pass deflected by Obi Agbum.
That is great defense. I mean, Tech does a terrific job moving the basketball around the perimeter, but in every one of those passes from one spot around the perimeter to the other, Baylor was there on the catch. That is hard to do, but that was prototype. And what the Bears have done has forced Tech to get something done with 3.9 seconds on its shot clock.
So Tech's ball when we come back. Red Raiders have the lead over the Bears, 31-17. You're listening to Baylor Bear Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proud sponsor of Baylor Men's Basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoke meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. We're back at Rudy's for the Baylor Coaches Show this Thursday. This will be a fun show. Felicia Mulkey, the GOAT, the best acrobatics and tumbling head coach in the world, will be our first guest. And then Doug McNamee will follow. Coach Fee, Baylor's new athletic director. So come join us 6 to 7 p.m. on Thursday for the Baylor Coaches Show live from Rudy's.
Those are going to be two really interesting conversations.
I don't think an hour will hold it.
I don't think
so. May go longer.
Well, in this one, 7:49 to go in the half. Bears at a 14-point deficit, trailed by as many as 16. He's trying to make a run before halftime, get a little bit of momentum. Tech, fair to say, has had all the momentum in the first half, fueled by 8 of 13 from the three-point line.
Tech's ball, very short shot clock. Good grief. Christian Anderson takes the inbounds with 3.9 on the shot clock. He just drives right down the floor and dunks it.
Yeah, all I know is with 3.9 on the shot clock, you shouldn't allow your opponent to finish the possession with a dunk.
That's exactly what happened. Tech equals their biggest lead of the half at 16, 33-17. Bears ball, Yesufu clicks off a three, right wing, no good, loose ball. Dan Skillings takes it in, drives, and lays it in with his left hand.
Again, that's how he's going to get his buckets. He's just a worker, particularly on the offensive end. That's his second rebound and the fifth second chance point for the Bears.
33-19 is the score. Texas Tech on top. Here's Petty. He drives. He loses his footing. That was a pure D slip on the floor. Ball goes out of bounds. Petty is limping. They rolled that ankle a little bit when he went down on a wet spot.
Yeah, that's really good defense by Agbem. Not known as a great on-the-ball defender. That time, Petty's trying to turn the corner on him, and what he forced him to do was go straight. It's kind of an ice. You force him to go sideline rather than let him go to the basket on a straight line. Nice defense by Agbem in the open floor.
Marial Akuntuk remains out there, 6'11", 240-pound true freshman from Canada. Big man in the middle for Texas Tech. Bears, three, Skillings, right side is good by Dan Skillings Jr.
Yeah, he was so wide open coming off of a screen set for him along the baseline. It was just catch and shoot for him. That's what they needed, John. They've gotten the lead to 11.
33-22, Bears close the gap, trail by as much as 16. Here is Watts trying to drive into the paint, has the ball knocked away and stolen. Carr up the floor to Skillings, left corner, three is good! The opposite corner, back-to-back threes by Dan Skillings Jr. Timeout, Texas Tech.
And John, that is at least the fourth, maybe the fifth bucket that the Bears have gotten in transition in this game. And it all starts with a defensive rebound or a forced turnover. In fact, that is the 9th fast break point for the Bears in the half. Tech is hard to score on in the half court, but if you can get it and run with it, as the Bears have a couple of times in the first half, you can gain ground, and they've done that. They've cut that lead to 8 in a span of just a couple of minutes.
Pat, that is an 8-0 run by the Bears since they trailed by 16, their biggest deficit in this first half. It is 33-25, and a nice run going for the Bears that forced the Grant McCaslin timeout.
You know, and Skillings is a rhythm guy. If he can find a rhythm and get shots in bunches, as he's done here, and the first one goes down, look out. And that's exactly what happened. He had one from the deep corner across from us, and then next possession by the Bears, deep corner on the other side of the floor. Cameron Carr had to throw it about 40 feet to find him, but it was just catch and shoot when he did.
6:18 on the clock. So twice Grant McCaslin has been forced or felt like he needed to call a timeout to stop a Baylor run. That is what is happening here. This should not have been a full timeout. Both teams sat down, though, so maybe we missed the boat there. But it's 33-25, Texas Tech leading Baylor. Tech number 12 in the nation, both polls this week. Their net ranking is number 19. Baylor's net ranking at 43, even with a 1-4 conference record. They are at number 43, top 50 in the net.
Yeah, John, that strength of schedule in Big 12 play has a lot to do with that. I think the net rankings certainly do take that into account. But still looking for a signature win. And tonight against Texas Tech, number 12 in the country, provides that opportunity. Bears hanging in there, trying to take some momentum into halftime.
All right, Texas Tech basketball. Here is Lawan Watts, brings it up into the paint. Working against Skillings, holds his ground, kicks it back outside to Tyree Bryan. Bryan puts the ball in the hands of the point guard, Christian Anderson, the Big 12 assist leader. Anderson starts, stops in three-point territory. He'll pass it to Atwell in the corner, and there's that man, Donovan Atwell. His fifth made three in the first half.
You know, it's the Atwell-Anderson show out front. Those guys have combined for 9 of 12 threes in the game.
Wow. Snaps an 8-0 Baylor run with the three that puts Tech up by 11, 36-25. Skillings will drive, cut off, spins around, now passes back out to Agbum, outside the arc on the left side. Agbum drives on the baseline, tried to pass it on the baseline, stolen away by Atwell. Turnover Bears. Donovan Atwell, 6'5" senior. Transfer from North Carolina, Greensboro, brings it up, gives the ball to Christian Anderson. Anderson on the right wing, Agbum on him defensively. Now a switch. Anderson, top of the key, will launch a three, and it's good.
Jeez.
Not bad defense there. A long-range three is good by Anderson.
You know, Ratai shaking his head. What do you do? What do you do with that? He gave him just that much of a glimpse at the bucket, and Anderson cocked and fired, and that's back-to-back threes to take the lead back up to 14.
Wow, 39-25. Here's Ratai, knocks down a three from the left wing. That's a good sign to see Mikey Ratai hit that triple. He's got 5 in the first half. It's 39-28. Bears down by 11. Anderson dribbles between the rings. Starts right. Comes back top of the key, working against Carr. Passes right side. Three, up and in. And that is Tyree Bryan getting in on the three-point shooting act.
You know, we said before the game what Coach McCaslin did was bring in wings that could all really shoot it, and they're on display right now.
Wow.
Atwell, Bryan, I mean, just fill in the blank. These are big guys, and they're rugged, but they can all stroke it.
42-28 Tech leads. Tech is 11 of 16 from three-point range here in the first half. There's a foul on the perimeter. It's on Tech, and it'll be Baylor's ball when we come back. The foul is on Marial Akuntuk, and we'll be back in a moment. Our score, Texas Tech 42, Baylor 28, 3:56 to play. First half on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We'll remind you again, you could go to the Baylor Athletics page on YouTube and you could watch our Courtside Cam. You could watch radio right here inside Foster Pavilion. Courtside Cam is brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics page on YouTube, thanks to NextLink.
You know, it's really it's something to see. Texas Tech's ability to answer with threes. Bears cut it to 8 after they had been down 16 on an 8-0 run. And back-to-back threes, one by Atwell, one by Anderson. It got the lead back up to where it is now, 14, 42-28. Offensively, both teams have really hit stride. I mean, Baylor's finally hit stride. They made 4 of their last 4. And Texas Tech has made 5 of its last 5. The goal again, John, by halftime, which is only 3:56 away, is, I think, get the deficit into single-digit deficit because the Bears have been playing behind by double digits most of the first half.
Pat, what do you think's going on with James Najee? He's played less than 2 minutes here in the first half, came in, forced a steal or a tie-up, but he hadn't been back on the floor since.
You know, I think he's still learning. I think it's just learning, figure out where he's supposed to be. Particularly on the offensive side. He doesn't have to score a lot, but one thing that Coach Drew's big guys have always been able to do is set screens at an elite level, and I just don't think he's quite there yet.
Well, that last foul prior to the timeout that was called on Akuntuk was the 7th team foul on Texas Tech. So Cameron Carr is shooting free throws as play resumes.
Yeah, Bears have taken, this is about to be their 12th free throw attempt. Made 6 of those. Compare that to just 2 free throw attempts by Texas Tech.
First one is good. Second one, no good. Back iron, topping the rebound. 1 of 2 at the line by Carr. Bears trail at 42-29. Anderson brings it into the front court for the Red Raiders. Passes to Lawan Watts, left wing, still outside the arc. They have lived outside the arc tonight. 11 made threes in the first half by Tech. Now to Toppin in the paint, turnaround, left hand, jump hook, no good. Caden Powell held his ground, rebound Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu for the Bears, all the way. Instead of a shot, he passes back outside to Caden Powell. Powell outside the arc, give and go to Carr,
nice.
Wide open for the two-hand slam.
That's a great back screen by Tunde Yesufu, came up. Powell was waiting for that screen. He had a good look at a 3, turned it down because he saw the play develop. Yesufu back screen, Carr went baseline.
42-31 is the score. Texas Tech on top. 3-minute mark, first half. Red Raiders lead by 11 over the Bears. Anderson dribbles between the rings. Tech in the road black uniforms, red and white trim. Loop the pass to J.T. Toppin, working against Carr. Left-hand jump hook is good in the paint by the Big 12 Player of the Year, J.T. Toppin.
Yeah, who was guarded in the low post by Cameron Carr. Carr can defend down there, but they did it just man-to-man. They didn't double down from the perimeter that time, and Toppin made them pay.
44-31 is the score. Tech leads by 13. Pass on the wing is nearly stolen away. Skillings gets the loose ball, tries to pass it to Caden Powell in close quarters, and they lose it. So another turnover by Baylor. Texas Tech ball. Here's Toppin. Backing down Skillings. Skillings holds his ground, tries to draw the charge, goes to the floor. No call either way. Toppins with a free trip to the bucket, banks it in.
Talking before the game about how valuable Toppin is for, among other reasons, you don't have to run anything for him. They isolated him, and he just Barkleyed. I think it was Skillings down.
Here's a 3 by Skillings that is no good, but a tip in by Caden Powell for 2.
Yeah, and that is the 5th second chance point of the game for the Bears. Powell doing a great job on the glass, both ends.
46-33, Texas Tech leads by 13 with 1:40 to go in the first half. Anderson lobs for Toppin, trying to knock it away from behind as Isaac Williams. Williams picks up his first personal foul. Bob Baker noticed this, pointed it out. That foul is just the third team foul on the Bears here in the half.
You know, and it's a good foul. I mean, because that time it was Isaac Williams guarding Toppin in the low post. That's 6'9" on 6'1", and Toppin was licking his chops. So Isaac Williams went for a steal. It was a risky play, but he killed the play with a foul. That's just 3 against the Bears.
Minute 38 to go before halftime, 46-33. Texas Tech leads Baylor. They've led the entire first half. Watts goes to the bench for Tech. Tyree Bryan comes back on. Tech inbounds, right side of the floor. Nearly dribbled it out of bounds. Saves it passing right wing to Atwell. Now to Anderson. He'll drive. Extra pass. Back outside. Another extra pass. And a 3 is good by Donovan Atwell.
I tell you got to give Tech credit. They move the basketball. I mean, that ball went to about 4 different spots on the floor without hitting the floor one time. And Atwell catches with a 3. I mean, finishes with a 3.
Pat, that is 12 made threes in the first half by Texas Tech. Dan Skillings Jr. drives in, shot no good, but a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul is called on Tyree Bryan. Conversely, that is team foul number 8 on the Red Raiders.
You know, and John, you make a good point. I mean, Texas Tech makes 12 threes a game, and that leads the league by about 4 made threes a game.
Right.
That's a lot. They got that at halftime.
Yeah, that's 12th in the nation.
Yes.
And they have 12 here in the first half. Here's Dan Skillings shooting free throws, a couple of them. First one rattles out, no good. He's 0 for 3 at the line tonight.
Yeah, Bears just 6 for 12. That's a lot of points in a game against number 12 in the country. Actually, that's 6 of 13. You miss 2 here, that's like a turnover.
Second one is good. 1 of 2 by Dan Skillings Jr. Makes it 49-34. 1 minute to play before halftime. Christian Anderson dribbles on the perimeter, angles to the right side. Ratai closest to him. Anderson picks up his dribble, tries to pass it away, lobs for Toppin. Toppin on the right side, drives into the paint. He'll kick it outside. There's Atwell, and another 3 by Atwell. Holy cow.
You know, you just got to get to halftime. Just 30 seconds, down 52-34. The only thing that's going to cool Texas Tech down is a break at halftime.
13 made threes in the half. It's 52-34. Bears ball. Isaac Williams goes to the floor, but doesn't travel. Gets the pass away to Ratai. Now to Cameron Carr. To Yesufu underneath, and he banks it in.
Yeah, I think that pass was meant for somebody else, but Yesufu was coming right at Yesufu's ear. He grabbed it and laid it in.
52-36 is the Red Raider lead. 3 seconds to go. Anderson for 3. And how about that? That's the way the half ends. Another 3 by Christian Anderson. 14 made threes in the first half by Texas Tech. Pat, they are 14 of 19 shooting beyond the arc. They lead it 55-36 at halftime.
How about this? Anderson and Atwell have combined for 41 points in the first half. 20 for Anderson, 21 for Atwell. And as we said, you know, a couple minutes left in the half, I think the only thing that's going to cool them down is just to call the intermission, get to halftime. Bears had cut it to 8 with about 5.5 to go in the first half. And behind the continued unbelievable three-point shooting by Tech, they blossomed that lead to 19 at halftime.
Their biggest lead of the night comes at the half, 55-36. Texas Tech leads Baylor. Stay with us, our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. When we come back, our score at the intermission. Texas Tech, number 12 in the nation, 55, Baylor 36. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online.
Okay.
One of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Vengeance cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. Bears trail big at halftime to Texas Tech, unconscious from three-point range. Texas Tech hits 50, much more than that, 73.7% from three-point range in the first half. 14 of 19 from beyond the arc for the Red Raiders, and they lead it 55-36 over the Bears. Pat will give us all the first half stats coming up in just a bit. Baylor women's basketball in action tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock here on the floor in Foster Pavilion. You can make a strong case for the Baylor women being the hottest team in the Big 12 Conference on the women's side. They have won 6 in a row to get to 6-1 in conference play. They lost their conference opener to Texas Tech by 1 point on this floor to open league play. They've won 6 straight since. Overall, they've won 10 straight road games, including sweeping a trip through Utah last week, wins over Utah and BYU. They have a share of first place at 6-1 in the league, tied with Texas Tech and TCU. Nikki Collins says, hold on, not counting their chickens quite yet.
You know, I certainly think we're in a good place. I also, I never get too confident. You know, I just know you're only as good as your next game, and you can't let up in this league. And you know, UCF just beat Colorado, who, you know, took us to the wire. So, like, I just don't think you ever get to show up in this league and win. Like, I think you have to go out there and do what you do best to give yourself the best chance to win. So do I think, you know, if you'd have asked me before the season started if we were sitting in the position we were in, if I would feel pretty good, yes. Would we have gotten to this 6-1, you know, as I predicted? No. Like, I don't think it looks exactly like, you know, you think it might look. But I think, you know, being good on the road is important when you're chasing your goals. And so we just, once again, want to hold home court. And sometimes there's less pressure on the road, you know, and so you feel more pressure at home because you're supposed to win. So, you know, your team has to step up to that challenge, for sure.
Back in action tomorrow night, 7 o'clock here in Foster Pavilion, taking on Satia Messer and the UCF Knights. Messer, a former Baylor women's basketball assistant. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Great to see Baylor's new AD, Doug McNamee, here pressing the flesh at halftime, visiting with Jenny Allison across the way from us. We'll take a break. When we come back on the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, Pat will have all the first half stats, as gory as they may be. Pat will share those with us. Halftime, Texas Tech leads Baylor 55-36. You're listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Bluebonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor trails Texas Tech 55-36. And coming into this game, the idea was limit JT Toppin, make him pass it out of the low post. And, you know, that worked for the most part. But if you're going to take something away, you're going to give something up. And what the Bears gave up was shooting at the three-point line, but not the kind of shooting they expected to see. Knew Tech could really shoot it, but Atwell and Anderson have combined for 41 of Texas Tech's 55, and those guys combined to make 13 of 16 threes from those two guys in the first half. That's the reason for the 19-point deficit by the Bears here in the first half. Bears shot it well, 54%. They made 3 of 7 from the three-point line. Left a lot of points at the free throw line, just 7 of 14 there. But Tech was on a heater. In fact, of Texas Tech's 29 field goal attempts, 19 of those were three-point attempts, and they made 14 of them. That's 74%, 69% overall, and 1 of 2 for Texas Tech from the free throw line. That's it. But that really is the difference. You'd feel like in a game where Baylor's down 19 at halftime, they would have kind of laid an egg. That has not been the case. Besides poor free throw shooting, Bears have not played that poorly. 2 guys with 9, that's Carr and Skillings in the first half. 3 rebounds for Carr, 3 assists for Carr as well. 5 apiece for Caden Powell, Michael Ratai, and then 4 apiece for Obi Agbam and Tunde Yesufu. Gets the Bears up to 36. Texas Tech mentioned the 41 from Atwell and Anderson. Toppin came back when the Bears had to go out to the perimeter, opened him up a little bit. He has 9 and 3 at halftime. 2 points for Lawan Watts and a 3 from Tyree Bryant in the first half. That's it for Texas Tech. Didn't need much more than that. Rebounding favored Texas Tech 13-12, battle of the backboards. Bears got 5 offensive rebounds, which they turned into 6 second chance points. Bears handled the ball really well, just 4 turnovers, which Tech turned into 5 points. Baylor got 8 points off of Texas Tech's 4 turnovers in the first half. Bears had 7 assists on 13 made buckets, 11 assists on 20 made buckets for Texas Tech. When you're making shots, those assist numbers are going to go higher. Points in the paint favored Baylor 14-10. And fast break points favored the Bears 9-2. That's where the Bears had a little bit of success getting back into the ball game. They cut it to 8 at the 6-minute mark of the first half, and then again the shooters were back on for Texas Tech, and they propel the Red Raiders to a 55-36 halftime lead. See what the Bears can do in the second half. They're going to have to start chipping away at it pretty quickly, down by 19 at halftime. Second half right around the corner here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up-the-year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to NextLink Internet. With NextLink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, NextLink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give NextLink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
In Foster Pavilion, Bears down big to 12th-ranked Texas Tech, 55-36. A shooting clinic in the first half by the Red Raiders. As Pat said, 14 of 19 from three-point range. Two guys, Donovan Atwell and Christian Anderson, combined to go 13 of 16 from three-point range to combine for 41 points in the first half.
And we knew this was a really good three-point shooting team. In fact, lead the Big 12 in conference play in three-pointers made at 12. They've got 14 at halftime. And then in three-point shooting accuracy, this team shoots it right just under 40% as a team. But I don't think Baylor expected this. Again, it's sort of a pick your poison. And what the Bears did to start the game was double down from the perimeter on top. And, you know, you take something away, you're going to give something up. And that's what happened. But still, John, even then, I don't think anybody, I don't even Tech expected for two guys to make 13 of 16 threes in the first half.
Well, we're told their school record, Tech's school record, is 17 made threes in a game. They did that against Oklahoma State earlier this year. They've got 14 at halftime, so that school record is very much in jeopardy. And the Bears trail by 19 as we get set to begin the second half. That is Baylor's largest deficit in the game tonight. Tech basketball to begin the second half. And inbounds, Tunde Yesufu knocks the ball out of bounds. He thinks he knocked it off of Christian Anderson, and he is very strongly urging Coach Drew to ask for a review there.
Yeah, I mean, the moment the ball rolled out of bounds, Yesufu turned to Coach Drew and said, "That's our ball. Run it back."
Yeah. I mean, he feels very strong about it. He looks over to Gabe Aubrey. Aubrey is manning the monitor replay behind the bench. Aubrey gives him a thumbs up, so it looks like it's going to be Baylor's ball.
Well, if they needed a break, they got one in the first 1 second of play in the second half. If the Bears get the call, and the officials
The
are looking
previous
at it
play
right here.
is being challenged by Baylor.
Yeah, so they'll watch it. But, John, again, I think what you do when you're down by 19 is you take the game in bites. And it's basically a bite. Every media timeout, you're going to have one at 16, 12, 8, and 4. And you just want to win each of those possessions or each one of those segments of the game so that when you get to the under 4, you got a chance.
All right, while they look at it, let's take a break. They played 1 second of the second half. It is still 55-36 Texas Tech. The Red Raiders have not hit another 3 in this half. We'll be back with more after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
Everything we do for you.
Slam Dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Review, though, in Baylor's favor. Tunde was exactly right. So call is overturned. It is Baylor's ball. Bears to inbound, far side of the court. 1 second gone in the second half. Tech leading Baylor 55-36.
You know, John, one more thought about halftime. Those two guys, Atwell and Anderson, outscored Baylor 41-36.
That's right.
Let's turn the page. Let's go to the second half.
Two guys. Here we go. Second half. Baylor ball. Wearing the gold uniforms at home. Shooting to the basket to our right in front of their bench. Jumper, free throw line. No good by Ritai. Rebounded on the backside by Christian Anderson. Tech basketball. Red Raiders lead by 19. Putting on a shooting display in the first half tonight against the Bears. Christian Anderson angles to the far side of the floor. Way outside the arc. Looking for Toppin. Bounces for Toppin. 9 to shoot. He's way away. He's 15 feet out. And Tunde Yesufu reaches in and is called for a foul.
You know, and you're right, John. I think it was the reach in that got him. He was in great defensive position on Toppin. He had driven him out of the low block, and that's really not Toppin's comfort zone. And I think he reached right at the end and was called for the foul.
So Tech inbounds with 20 on the shot clock. Here's another whistle, and this is going to be a foul on Baylor's Caden Powell. Powell was checking Christian Anderson, the inbounder. So Baylor went through the first 20 minutes of this game with 3 team fouls. They've got 2 in the first 39 seconds of the second half. Tech will inbound again, 20 on the shot clock. Inbounds to Toppin. He will drive and lay it in with his left hand.
Yeah, Ritai went for the steal on the inbound pass, didn't get it, took himself out of the play, and then a little Congo screen by somebody for Texas Tech for Toppin. He laid it in easily.
21-point lead, biggest of the night for the Red Raiders, 57-36. 1 minute into the second half. Here's Obi Agbum. Dribbles to the right side, looks for Powell, can't get it to him, gets instead to Cameron Carr. Carr comes out of the left-hand corner to Yesufu, 3 to shoot. He's got to launch a long 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Donovan Atwell for Texas Tech.
Yeah, we're hoping for a better possession than that. Bears need to get something established offensively. We're able to score in the open floor, but you got to get defensive rebounds to do that.
Toppin outside the arc on the right wing, gives to Lawan Watts. Dangerous cross-court pass to Petty. He puts up a 3. It is no good. Rebound Cam Carr up the floor on the pass to Yesufu. Yesufu to the bucket. Shot no good. Boy, beautiful pass here. Yesufu steals the ball in the back court. Puts it up. No good. Bears battling hard, but Lawan Watts has the rebound for Texas Tech.
Yeah, Yesufu just chased the ball down twice and came away empty both times. Bears have left a lot of really good shot opportunities on the floor. They've missed a bunch of shots that you would consider high percentage, but they're a little sped up in this one by Tech.
Petty bounces to Toppin, mid-block right side, wheels, shot, no good. Rebound, Mikey Ratai. That was Cameron Carr doing everything he could on Toppin. And here's Carr, the pass to Caden Powell for the bank end.
Yeah, that's Carr's 4th assist in the ball game. He just threaded the needle from about 40 feet up. He saw Powell make a move to the bucket. Powell made himself a target, got his hands up, and Carr did the rest.
57-38, 19-point lead for Texas Tech. Christian Anderson dribbles between the rings. Still in 3-point territory. Anderson now to the free throw line. And Caden Powell's going to be whistled for a reach-in foul. It's a tough matchup defensively for Caden Powell.
You know, and Powell has done more than hold his own when he's been isolated like that. But what he did, he moved his feet really well as Anderson tried to turn the corner on him, but he just couldn't resist the urge to reach a little bit. And he's going to have to sit back-to-back fouls. We're not even 3 minutes into the second half.
Powell comes to the bench. It is Dan Skillings Jr. who is back in. Skillings, a nice first half, had 9 points after not scoring in the game against Kansas on Friday. Drive to the baseline by Toppin. Cut off, pass out, stolen by Carr. And Carr is tripped on his way to the bucket. See if they call an intentional, a flagrant here. I don't think they will. Foul is called on Donovan Atwell, his 3rd.
Yeah, really good foul. Atwell's curious about that call, but it was whether he intended to or not. I mean, that was a good foul by him, or at least tried to make a play on the ball, because absent that foul by Atwell, that's a monster dunk from Carr.
Yeah, you could see it coming. Carr was headed for the rim. Atwell will sit with his 3rd personal foul. Here comes Tyrese Bryan back on for the Red Raiders. 6'5" senior, transfer from Santa Clara. So Baylor ball trailing 57-38. Outside the arc, Ratai has it top of the key. Holds the ball over his head, passes to Skillings, drives in, pass along the baseline to Carr. 3-pointer, no good. Missed everything from the right corner. Christian Anderson off to the races for Texas Tech. Anderson now holds up, working against Skillings, drives to the baseline, back outside to Watts. His 3, no good. Toppin or Bryan the rebound, gets it out to Petty. Underneath it comes to Lawan Watts, turns and banks it in.
You know, again, just great ball movement, great movement by Tech in its half-court offense. Those guys are constantly moving, setting screens, and just they're cutting, getting their hands up, making themselves targets. It's a really good offensive basketball team.
59-38, Texas Tech leads Baylor. Drive into the paint by Ratai. Kick outside to Skillings. Skillings looks to drive. Ball knocked away from behind and stolen by Tyree Bryan. Turnover Bears. Watts for the Red Raiders has it top of the key. Puts the ball in the hands of Jalen Petty, the true freshman from Seattle, Washington. Petty dribbling around the screen of Toppin. Gives to Watts, drives in, and finger rolls it in for 2 more.
Yeah, right now the Bears defensively look a little bit tired, actually. I mean, they've made 1 of their first 6 shots. Still got a lot of time left in the second half, but that's back-to-back layups by Texas Tech when the Bears are really going to have to get some stops.
Now that last one was way too easy, uncontested for Watts. Agbum head fake in the paint, goes up with the shot and knocks it down.
You know, we said you got to take it in bites. Bears not far away from the first media timeout, and we're hoping to gain ground. It was 19 at halftime. It's 21 now.
61-40, Texas Tech on top, 15-minute mark, second half. Long-range three by Petty. Hits the three-pointer from straight away.
And that's another guy. I mean, that was a closely guarded three that he just jumped up and shot. Really, I thought it was a little early in the possession, but you can tell when Coach McCaslin said, I'm going to go get some guards that can shoot it, he overachieved.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
And Petty got a little greedy. He tried to fall down, trying to get a foul along with that. Bears attack. Tunde Yesufu, close range on the assist from Agbum. Gets the shot to roll in.
Yeah, Bears got to get some stops. I mean, they're not going to have a chance in this game if they don't force Texas Tech to do things they don't want to do. They don't look, Texas Tech doesn't, uncomfortable at all.
64-42. Petty loses his footing. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Carr all the way, and he lays it in for two.
Yeah, that's how the Bears were able to score in the first half, either off of a turnover or a quick shot and a defensive rebound. And they have now 11 fast break points in the game. That's been good to them.
64-44, 20-point lead for Tech. Under 14 minutes remaining, second half. J.T. Toppin working on Ratai up with a left-hand jump hook. It is good. J.T. Toppin, another two, and the lead is 22. 9 at halftime, 4 more here in the second half by Toppin. Drive on the baseline by Agbum. Pass on the baseline to Ratai. Now to Skillings. Drive. Flip it up. Somehow he made that shot.
Yeah, somehow. I mean, He was falling to the ground and let it fly. And, in fact, he's asking the official for a foul call. But the Bears right now are just kind of trading baskets. Got to do more than that. Got to start it with a stop at some point. Maybe it's now.
Bears down by 20. Here's Toppin, drives into the paint. Floater, good, and a foul on Michael Ratai.
Just no defense for that. I mean, right now, Toppin is flexing his muscles. I mean, that's why he's the reigning Big 12 Player of the Year. Bears have no answer for him. When they decided to deny him the ball or double down from the perimeter in the first half when he caught it low, they exposed the perimeter. So right now, I just don't know what the answer is, but you got to keep it out of Toppin's hands somehow.
Timeout on the floor, 13-13 remaining. Texas Tech leads Baylor 68-46 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified buyers get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 of Venture cash on a new 2026 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 2/2/26.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Bear Basketball brought to you in part by Hellberg's. Hellberg's Barbecue. Fans, don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue. Located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer. That's what we need right now.
Oh.
We need salt, we need pepper, and we need a whole lot of prayer.
And the prayer specifically would be cool down the Red Raiders.
Please.
You know, and again, John, it's pick your poison.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right. No, that's right.
In the first half, you go guard Toppin, you leave the perimeter exposed, and two guys go a combined 13 of 16 from a three-point line in the first half. In the second half, Bears are really just trying to figure out what they do with JT Toppin. He's got 15 now in the game, had 9 at halftime. And the Bears have shot the ball pretty well. 5 of 10 in the second half. They've missed their 2 3-point attempts. But all they're doing is exchanging baskets with Texas Tech, who is 6 of